Hello guys, it's the Unclear 999. Today's video is about nostalgia. Nostalgia, often dismissed as a wistful longing for a bygone era, holds a surprisingly powerful and complex influence over our lives, shaping not only our emotions but our decisions, relationships, and identity. It emerges uninvited, triggered by a song, a scent, an old photograph, or even a familiar taste, and transports us back to moments that feel warmer, simpler, and more secure. In a world that moves too fast and often feels uncertain, nostalgia acts as an emotional anchor, grounding us in memories where we felt seen, safe, or hopeful. For many, childhood recollections provide a sanctuary from the harsh realities of adulthood, reminders of when summer vacations felt endless, when friendships were pure, or when parents seemed invincible. But nostalgia is more than just comfort. It's a tool of psychological resilience. Studies have shown that nostalgic reflection can reduce loneliness, increase optimism, and even boost self-esteem by reinforcing a coherent sense of self. When we remember who we were, we reconnect with the values and dreams that shaped us, offering a compass when we feel lost or disconnected in the present. It fuels creativity. Tour writers, filmmakers, musicians, and designers often tap into nostalgic themes to evoke emotion and build meaning, from retro fashion to cinematic remakes. However, nostalgia isn't always innocent. It can cloud judgment, idealize the past, and cause us to resist change, particularly when the present feels threatening. Politically, nostalgia can be used in slogans like "Make America Great Again" to invoke an imagined golden age that excludes marginalized voices. In relationships, it can cause people to cling to unhealthy dynamics simply because they remember how good things used to feel. And yet, despite these complexities, nostalgia remains a universal language shared across generations and cultures. It helps grandparents bond with grandchildren over stories from decades ago, connects immigrants to their homelands through food and tradition, and even plays a role in consumer behavior, guiding us toward familiar brands or aesthetics that echo childhood comfort. In the digital age, nostalgia has taken on new dimensions. TikTok trends revive Y2K fashion, old video games resurface, and Throwback Thursdays let people curate their memories publicly, shaping collective nostalgia in real time. Even AI-generated content has begun to mimic past styles to trigger emotional responses. Ultimately, the impact of nostalgia on our lives is a dance between memory and meaning, reminding us not just of where we've been, but why we still care. It can soothe the soul, guide the present, and if used wisely, inspire a better future, not by living in the past, but by remembering its lessons and carrying forward its light. At its core, nostalgia reflects our deep yearning for continuity. In a world marked by constant change, it is a bridge between who we were and who we are, bikumja, kind of emotional time travel that helps us process the present by revisiting the past. As we grow older, the role of nostalgia becomes even more prominent. It helps us navigate aging by affirming that our lives have meaning, that the moments we cherished are not lost but embedded in our very being. For people facing illness, grief, or major life transitions, like retirement, moving, or losing a loved one, nostalgic memories can offer both solace and strength. They help people feel tethered to a sense of personal history, offering reassurance that while things may no longer be the same, the love, joy, and purpose they once knew still matter and always will. In romantic relationships, nostalgia often plays a surprising yet essential role. Couples who reminisce about their early days, how they met, their first trip together, their inside jokes often find renewed connection. These shared memories act like emotional glue, reminding them of the foundation upon which their relationship was built. Even in strained relationships, nostalgia can soften conflict by offering a momentary retreat from current tension, allowing people to remember that the person in front of them was once the source of laughter and light. In friendships, too, nostalgia revives the closeness of old bonds, especially when distance or time has intervened. A simple inside joke or shared song from the past can collapse the years in an instant, making people feel as if they never drifted apart. In times of societal stress, pandemics, economic downturns, or cultural upheaval, nostalgia tends to surge collectively. During global crises, people often turn to older movies, retro games, comfort food, and music from decades past because they associate those things with stability and peace. It is no coincidence that the most chaotic periods in history often see a cultural return to the familiar, as entire societies subconsciously seek comfort in the past. Even marketing industries have long tapped into this emotional phenomenon, launching nostalgia campaigns that sell not just products, but the feelings associated with a time when life felt easier, pure, or more authentic. And while this can sometimes be manipulative, encouraging people to romanticize a past that wasn't necessarily better, it also demonstrates how deeply our past experiences continue to shape our desires, fears, and aspirations. What makes nostalgia so powerful is that it is not just a passive recollection, it is the brain treats nostalgic memories as if they're happening in real time, releasing feel-good neurochemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. That a whiff of your grandmother's perfume or the taste of a childhood dish can feel almost transcendent. It is not just a reminder, it's a reawakening. And in this reawakening, there lies potential to heal old wounds, to reframe painful memories in a more compassionate light, and to better understand what truly matters to us. Nostalgia, then, is not simply about longing for the past. It is about bringing the best parts of it into the present and allowing them to inform how we move forward. Whether it's in the quiet joy of flipping through a photo album, the contagious energy of singing along to an old song, or the tears that come when a place you once knew no longer exists, nostalgia reveals our shared humanity. It's the invisible thread that ties generations together, reminding us that while time may move forward, the stories, values, and emotions we carry are timeless. In a world obsessed with what's next, nostalgia invites us to pause, to reflect, and to remember, because sometimes looking back is the only way we truly know how to move ahead.